haunted settings. You get what I'm saying? Haunted settings. Mad. South by Southwest, Gedge Gang, Koi better know. Too much greatness in one place at one time.
What's going on? Double S, also known as the Flow Father. I just come on my brother. HMTV, keep it locked. Come on.
I think I'm HMTV, bro. Good day, legendary.
Lovely man, yeah?
Shout out Haunnted group out here, doing the thing, pushing that black music.
Hey, but guess what though?
Right, it's your boy Original. Remember to get the HMTV movement right now. Follow them on Instagram, social medias. Watch out for my new single, Let Me Live. The EP's coming. Who's Original Memzi 2019?
The former UBS banker who was deported from the UK after serving jail time for rogue trading in 2011, Kweku Adoboli. Now he says he's happy to be home despite what he describes as the undignified manner in which he was removed from the UK. Mr. Adoboli was convicted for losing $2.3 billion of his company's funds. In an exclusive interview with Joy News editor Israel Lai, he provides details of the deportation process and for the first time speaks about reports that he fought his deportation because Ghana was worse than being in a UK jail.
So, to get you on the plane, what they do is they, take off your seatbelt, get out the plane, and then remember at this point there's 5 guards that are escorting you. 5 people are going to escort you halfway around the world. So one of them, it's very, very physical. These are big people. One of them grabs one arm like this, the other one grabs the other hand, and one comes from behind, puts his hand just in the small of your back. They squeeze into you, then they march you up the back steps. So everyone has entered the front of the plane through the gangway. I get marched up very, very fast up the back of the plane into the back of the plane, and then the 2 back rows in the center are for us. So they stick me in the middle of 3. One man stands to my right, another man stands to my left, 3 across the front. There's a lady involved as well. So the other 3 stand in front. So now they're creating a shield so no one can see me. And I'm saying to them, listen, you need to let me call my lawyers. You need to let me call my parents. You need to let me call my girlfriend because they don't know what's happening. They don't know that I'm getting this Kenya Airways flight. The flight is about to go. Tell me. They're like, don't worry, we'll let you call. So at this point, I started to become very, very anxious, really agitated, because effectively, all I wanted to do was say goodbye. To say, just look, I'm sorry. I mean, I know the plane is about to go in 5 minutes. I just want to say goodbye. But they wouldn't let me. And I was like, I need to tell my dad because he needs to prepare to come and meet me. Please let me use the phone. So my voice starts to rise and I start to get quite loud. The other passengers start to look. And at this moment they realize if they don't give me the phone, it's going to become a problem. So they give me the phone and they say, okay, call your dad. It's 5 minutes before the plane goes. So I call my dad really quickly. I'm sorry, Dad, the plane is about to leave. We're going via Kenya Airlines. We'll arrive in Accra about, 11:45 on Thursday in the morning. Now, and then before I gave them the phone back, I was like, I've got to quickly text. So I quickly texted my girlfriend and Pippa, my friend who I live with in Scotland. And I said, look, it's Kenya Airways, it's not Royal Air Maroc. And I think that's how the information got corrected in social media. So the plane took off, and we got
so these guys, these 5 guys, are with you on the plane?
Yes. So 5 people, 1 woman, 4 men. They sit with me the whole way, all the way to Nairobi. We change. They get on the flight from Nairobi to Accra. They fly to Accra. They get me to Accra, and then that's where they leave me. But 5 people to transport 1 human being like a piece of cargo. And their job is literally to show you physically that at no stage should you try and interfere with this process. Before we got on the plane, they came in and they said, listen, this information that we gave you got onto social media. Are you preparing to be violent on the plane? Are you preparing to disrupt the flight? Because let us warn you, the pilot has agreed no matter what happens, he's going to take you. And I said, look, I'm not a violent person. I've never been violent in my life. So then they said, well, are you going to be vocal? Because if you're vocal, that's still causing a disruption. We will be forced to use force. I was like, listen, I just want to get home in a dignified way. That's why I offered to leave myself once the legal process was done.
Well, you actually offered to leave.
We offered the Home Office. We said to them, look, once the legal process is complete, if it is not successful, we are happy to, I'll buy my own ticket, I'll get on a plane, and I will fly myself. Because I do not want this undignified exit. Give us more time, and I will fly myself. I'll say goodbye properly, and I'll fly myself. Literally. I told them that in an email. My lawyer told them that in an email. I even said it on the radio last Saturday. And yet they wanted to have this happen on that day. I don't know why, but they forced it.
So you arrive at the Kweku International Airport, and then what happens?
So I arrive, I get picked up by immigration staff, Ghana Immigration, and CID. They take me to the police headquarters. We do they ask me some questions, I fill in some forms. They tell me, oh, this is just process. I fill in some forms. Then I start to get agitated, right? Because I just want to go home. I just want to see my parents, my sisters, my family. I just want to. It's been such a vibe.
So it means your dad couldn't welcome you at the airport?
No, because they took me in a car around the back, away from the airport, straight to CID. So I'm now calling my dad and a friend from university who also lives here, works here. And
were you using your UK phone or your?
I was using my UK phone.
Yo, it's Mikes and Men. We're back again, and today the men behind the mics are
Rocky,
Crafty, and Kwabna. So welcome back, boys. We're gonna get straight into it because it's been quite a busy week. I'll just see how you guys are doing and that, make sure you're cool, but you know you've all been up to your shenanigans and that, so I mean I have to check in with you. You're here, you're well, thank God.
So you don't care what we've been up to, basically, yeah?
No, it's not I don't care, Rox. I've got high things on my agenda, innit? We can catch up.
Still,
But Rox, you cool?
No, not really, actually, man.
Alright, listen, let's talk about that after the show. After that show. Crafty, you good, yeah?
I'm good.
Good. So this week, the UBS fraudster, you know, a Ghanaian immigrant.
Ghanaian,
yeah. Crafty, relaxing it. Ghanaian, yeah.
You to jump on it already.
Yeah, Ghanaian. And he managed to. Did he pull it off or did he not? Well, he tried to pull off the greatest financial fraud in the UK.
Yeah,
in the UK's history. Yeah, 1.8 billion UBS lost. And so he got jailed in 2012 and they're now trying to deport him back to Ghana.
Okay.
So the law is any foreign national who has committed, you know, crimes, etc., is eligible to be deported.
Yeah, if it's more than 4 years sentence.
Exactly.
Or something. Yeah.
If it's more than a 4-year sentence, after he's done his sentence, he's eligible for deportation.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So he's saying he doesn't want to go. Don't send me back and that.
What did he get?
He got 7 years.
Yeah.
Or 6, but he did
half.
3.5 or 2.5.
Good behavior. He'd been chilling with his friends in Scotland. He's been in this country since he was 4 years old. Doesn't feel he should be deported. So there's been a massive case. His lawyer's like, this is ridiculous. They shouldn't be sending him back. He's like, it's a mad thing. Now, it sounds crazy. Like, it sounds like he feels that going back to Ghana is going to be an extension of his sentence.
The thing is, that's what I don't get. Like, if someone said, okay, you can try and execute the biggest fraud case in the history of the United Kingdom, and then after you've served half your time, which ain't a lot of time, like 3.5 years, with all due respect, it's not a lot of time for something that's that big, and then you get to go back to Ghana afterwards, isn't that a benefit? Like,
no, but he never made money from this. Like that.
That's the thing.
He was on P's, like he was on a lot dumb money, like a year, but like all of them are in that field. But the loss was basically facilitated by his workplace because of the trades they were doing and stuff. So there's no way you can get away with 1 point something. Like, let's just say 100 million. You can't get away with losses like that and no one clock that you're doing this or that. So I was reading the article and it just didn't make sense that one person's responsible for that, where he had a team and they knew about another kind of account that tops up the fund if they're out. Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Basically, he didn't make money from it to say he's pocketing money.
Yeah.
Like
so what, he pocketed nothing? He pocketed nothing?
No, not from. So what he was doing was he was just trading, but he was a bad trader.
So it's negligence.
Yeah, basically. But then it's negligence from the people on top, because they like 5 of them have been sacked and have left, but they're not facing any charges
because
in his team,
success has many fathers and failures have bastards. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
he was moving. He was moving funny.
He was moving mad. Basically,
okay,
he was moving mad. Fine. But like I just said, like, you know, success has many fathers, failures a bastard. The second it drops, bro, you need to make sure you're not the guy left to carry the can.
We'll talk.
Do you see what I mean? You're in a situation, and any situation, you have to legislate for the chances that things could go left.
Straight.
If that happens and you're left holding the baby, you run that risk. There's no way.
He probably came up with the idea.
Yeah, even
the manager was like, yeah, all right.
Do you know what I mean? And whatever happens, like, we don't know like what will happen behind the scenes, but whatever happens, you know that if you're running this thing and it could go wrong, you need to think about what your contingency plans are and who you can shift the crap onto. He was
at the bottom of the chain
from it, so that you know why you've done it, or the risk is you're gonna go to jail or whatever, but you're trying to make X amount of millions.
That's the biggest thing for me. That's what
like
I don't get.
Criminal.
Like, you're gonna be carrying out fraud for over 1.8 billion pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I swear down.
And not making anything out of it.
My dad once said to me, brother. He said, son.
He was like, Rocky by G.
So, yeah, he said, Rocks, yo, Rocks. No, he said, son, if you go to prison, please don't go to prison for something stupid. Like, that's what he said to me. If you're going to go to prison, that's cool. But make sure when you're sitting in that cell and you're sitting with them 4 walls in front of you, you're looking back at yourself thinking, yeah, I didn't pull it off, but, you know, that 10 million might have been nice anyway. Still, if you're actually involved in that 1.8 billion pound fraud exercise or whatever it was, and you're getting nothing from it, then you deserve to get deportated. I'm sorry. you deserve to sit in prison, because what are you doing? What are you doing, really?
Yeah. But do you think
prison?
Do you think he should be deported?
No,
I personally don't think it's actually that big.
That is that's the only thing I disagree with on that. Like,
you don't think he should be kicked out?
Yeah, because like them doing fraud and stuff, or not playing within the boundaries. Maybe you could say all the banks have done that or do that or whatever. But I was reading the case. UBS had like a QC as the barrister, kind of throwing it at the guy. Like, how are you gonna defend against the QC? And then you're gonna send the guy to Ghana, and he's been there 28, 30 years.
No, I get that, but also there's the argument that you.
At what point are you a British citizen?
No, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing. He's come here since like at 4 years old.
That
right?
was not his choice.
No, not his choice, but he's here, right? And whether it's his choice or not, there's the environment that he's been in has allowed him to get to a point where he could be trading for UBS. Like, I know people who trade for UBS, and they're not stupid guys. They're smart guys who jumped through many hoops, academic hoops. They've passed tests. They've done this. They've done interviews. It's not a joke. So he's done all that. He's got that stage. So this country has afforded him, in their eyes, have given him the opportunity and the platform to get to where he is now, and he's taken that. And he's tried to defraud them of $8 billion.
No, but that's a private company.
No, okay, yeah, fine. But the way they see it is, this is a crime that's happened on UK shorts, right?
Correct. And it's the UK market, it's the UK stock.
Of course, yeah. So to them, they're like, wow, you come in here, I've allowed you. To them, again, I'm saying, you come into my house, right? I've fed you, I've given you shelter, all that kind of stuff. And the whole time I'm feeling sheltering you, bruv. Next minute, you jack my car, bruv. You jack my car, you write it off.
Yeah,
and you want to come back in the yard. You can't come back in the yard.
I don't
Go
see
someone
it
else's
like
yard.
that. Because if you came,
but
if you came here at 1 year old and you're 50 and you got a 10-year sentence, are you telling me it's normal or right to send that person back to wherever they came from?
No,
they've spent too much. They've spent over 90% of their life here. You think so? Even if all their family's here. I don't know. I disagree.
Bro, these are extraordinary circumstances, you know. Like, this isn't like
£1.8
£500,000 that someone's billion tax. This is the biggest case in UK history. That's mad.
It is mad. Do you know what he's been doing since he got out of jail? He's been going around universities and stuff, basically saying, "This is what happened to me, and don't do this," and so and so.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
What do you mean?
Because is he talking for free?
No, maybe,
I'm not sure,
maybe
I'm
not.
not sure
Maybe not. We don't know those details.
I don't know for
but
sure.
what he's done since he's come out, whether it's genuine or not,
I'll do right now.
How long's he been out for?
He's 36 now. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe up to a year. Maybe
A year.
bit. But the thing is, if it was me, I would have done the same thing to say, I'm changed my life, I'm doing good, whether I mean it or not. Do you get what I mean? Like, as in, like,
Hey,
I'd probably
crafty by name.
But I don't think he should be sent back. That's crazy. Okay, then send him back then.
Jesus.
No, I'm
that was
the point of
swift, bro.
Yeah,
From
it is what it is. It is what it is.
No.
It shouldn't have been an
I
argument.
think that's taking the piss.
Shouldn't have been an argument.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I didn't know. Is if he's not a British national, fine, innit? He didn't do his papers. He should have. But if he was a British citizen, like he's got his papers and he's like, he's got, what is it, leave to stay or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, why the hell are they throwing him to Ghana? Like he came when he was 4. But yeah, if he ain't got his papers, then it is what it is.
He's too busy committing fraud to do his papers.
Bro, he's trying to make
With
all that money. He didn't want to get citizenship or what?
So you're saying that he should go back based on his...
No, the law's the law.
Oh, the law.
I'm not saying the
Crafty by nature. That's the law's the law. Hey, okay.
The circumstances change.
Yeah,
I didn't know
you
that.
know what? I respect that, Crafty. When the circumstances change, when evidence changes,
that says a lot about
the
you.
opinion. Yeah, and
a lot of people are hard-headed. They'll start with something and not just finish with it.
Oh,
if you change mid-drift.
Yeah. And because of the stuff you were chatting about Liverpool before, I feel like you were the guys.
Yeah. One of the ignorant guys.
I respect that.